Yo, this is the boy M to the IKE November ni ite Mr. Yezo aka the 13th king, Mindo the musical soul.
M to the A to the XXX coming the illest, yani to the fullest niite jemedari kimistari juvas nikipiga outro ni chorus na ngoja juhii ndio sign off.
This is going to be perfect because we are from major artists, we both have albums.
Yeah man, bless. I
and I from Mike November to you on the 3rd of June. Please don't miss MAINSTAGE254.
Tangu utotoni life yangu ni stress, lakini jobless bado nitakuwa fresh. Zoto kila mara na home every day. Life ni kusaka utakipata, hauna hata mashaka. Mtafuteja chuki akitoka shapata. Tia bidii angalau uweze kula bata. Mahita kama kawa bado stress watapata. Mpaka mwisho mimi nitakuwa hustler today, tomorrow and every day. Juu life ikipanda, pia ninapanda na ikishuka. Pia mimi ninashuka, niite all round, niko deli ka kalenda. Ama niko kwenye klabu deli ka batenda. Na wakijaribu njia kunilei asanda, siwaweki jungeta watapata thanda. Ni M to the A to the XXX coming the illest, yani to the fullest niite jemedari kimistari jivasi nikipiga outro ni chorus na ngoja juhii ndio sign off. Mini hustler tu na mpende msipende, mini hustler tu, maisha yangu bado ngumu, mini hustler tu, mini hustler tu, mini hustler tu.
Short freestyle like that.
Yo, this is the boy M to the IKE November ni ite Mr. Yezo aka the 13th king, Mindo the musical soldier, unaweza niita mfalme wa 13, and welcome to my world. First of all, Mike November is an Afro-pop artist. Started way back, it's been over 10 years in the music industry. I started as a genge chipuka artist, and later after some time, I took a break from the music scene because of one or two things. I was going to school and work, so I decided to take a break after releasing my first album with several singles. And then in 2016, I decided to take a break from music. I was going to school, and work was also too much because I was traveling a lot. And then during that period that took 4 years, I was also recording music and doing several projects. So after the 4 years were done and whatever was keeping me busy was over, I decided to come back with an album, and the album was called The Rise of the 13th King. So today I'm here to talk about my album, The Rise of the 13th King. Why The Rise of the 13th King? It's a question I get mostly. Now this is the reason why I decided to call my album The Rise of the 13th King. My album was generally inspired by my family. I come from a musical background. My father was a musician, one-man guitar. So I always call my father the Emperor. And also I'm from a family of 13 kids, and I'm the 13th kid. Since I call my father the Emperor and I'm the 13th kid, so my father gave birth to a king who is me, and I'm the 13th one, and that's why I'm rising. So it's the rise of the 13th king. Amazing, right? So generally my album was inspired by my family, and that is where the name The Rise of the 13th King came from. My album has 5 songs with 3 videos out. And after releasing that album, I gave it time to grow, because when I came back after taking the break, I learned a lot of several dynamics in music. And plus, the album is majorly inspired by Afrobeat. As you know, when Afrobeat came in the market, it changed the sound of the world. So from the previous style I was doing, I decided to try some, though it was challenging, but I took up the task and accepted the challenge, and I decided to work now on something new with a new sound, and a new me. And so far so good. The album has received massive support from producers, fellow artists, and industry stakeholders. So I can say it was a nice experience, and the break from music scene was worth it, because I really learned a lot during the time that I took breaks. That is where I met the producer I was working with, Red Sea, who really did a good job in making me become a new person and do a different type of music. While recording the album, it was really tough because changing an artist from the style that you are comfortable with to a new style isn't always easy as such, because I experienced the tough side. But thanks to the producer, Red Sea really took up the task, and he was there with me through thick and thin, and he ensured that I delivered in every single song that I recorded in that album. The album The Rise of the 13th King is going to be made on the 3rd of June. That's where we're having an event where we decided to come up with, as a team of 4 artists, in conjunction with CEO Tafsiri Elite Sounds, Mr. Harrison Mungai. That's my friend, Harry, I always call him Harry. We have a history with Harry. We have done a lot of things, and we have given each other support for a long time. So one day, a certain evening, I made a call to Harry, and we were talking our normal businesses. And in the course of that, Harry told me something about coming up with a project, since we have an album. That was some time back. So I gave out my opinion, and I told him that now that we are having 4 albums and we are having an idea in mind of the 4 artists coming together and launching our albums, when he asked for my opinion about the same, I told him that this is going to be perfect because we are 4 major artists, we both have albums, and we have never launched the album on a live experience. So I told Harrison that this is a brilliant idea. This is a brilliant idea which can really help us, and we juggled through the dynamics here and there, and then we decided with Harrison that let's talk to the other artists, and if we put in effort and support from both parties, we can come up with one major thing. And that is how we came up with the idea of 4 artists launching 4 albums under the same venue on the same day. Then we shared the idea, and here we are. So that's where the birth of MAINSTAGE254 came in. It is going to be a big event because me myself, I have a studio. It's called Military Touch Studio, where I have 2 labels, Military Touch Pictures and Military Touch Music. Military Touch Music is the label that recorded my album, and Military Touch Pictures is the label that provides videography and photography for artists and my albums and my songs. I have a team. So when me and Harrison were discussing about this, Harrison told me that this is going to be the best idea, and if we put in more effort, we are going to come up with great results. And trust you me, until now, this is going to be big. You should not miss on 3rd of June. It's going down in Rongai at Ankara Gardens and Resort on the 3rd of June. It's something massive. I cannot say much, but from my fellow artists, that is Kaki, John May the original, Stiny D, with me, whatever they are preparing for you guys is huge and it's massive. It's going to be an event full of life, full of entertainment, full of vibe, because it's starting from 4 p.m. in the evening until the next day. It's vibes on vibes. So all I can say that you should not miss this. Other than that, we have several projects that will be coming up, both the 4 artists, but we decided to start with our albums so that we can introduce ourselves through MAINSTAGE, and then later, I'm sure, because MAINSTAGE is not a one-time event, it's an event that is going to be there in the coming days and years, because at MAINSTAGE we believe in supporting artists, giving entertainment and a lot of things. It's not only about music, it's like a whole package for everyone to come in, because we have a team. Mr. Harrison Mugai, the CEO, Tafsiri Elite Sound, have a team. I also have a team on my side, but if these two come together, it's always said when great minds come together, great things happen. So major credits on this goes to Tafsiri Elite Sound, because the blueprint of this and the supporting system in collaboration with the artist is what gave birth to this. So I believe this is going to be a major event. On that day, we are going to have artists who will be curtain raising for the event, majorly mentored by us. You see, that's a plus. We are giving people a platform, and it doesn't end there. So in the long run, a lot of things are coming. So I from Mike November to you on the 3rd of June. Please don't miss MAINSTAGE254. Represent Mike November, Khaki, John May the Original, and Steamy D, launching 4 albums under the same stage on the same day at Ankara Resort and Gardens in Ongata Rongai on Magadi Road. Don't miss this, because if you miss, it's a diss. Usikuje ukaambiwa that ilifanyika na hukuwa na umekuwa na opportunity ya kukua. Usikose hii si ya kukosa. From Military Touch Studio, I invite you. From Tafsiri Elite Sound, we invite you. From John May, the original, from Khaki, from Steamy D, we all invite you. Peace out. Don't miss out.